awful what they're doing.
What are they doing with
They're
the kids?
taking the kids if they don't have places to go. Like if they don't have a camper or like something to go in,
right?
They can't. They're closing.
CPS is coming to take them.
Child engagement. Yes, that's what they're doing.
Even if they're living with neighbors and their parents, they're coming to take them.
I know if they're in that shelter and they don't have a safe place to go when they leave that shelter, they will take them. And we have DSS lady on our team, and she confirmed it. We went to the place today, the shelter. They confirmed it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's real.
They're taking the kids from the parents.
Yes, if they don't have a safe place to take them. And they're closing the shelters by Friday.
Oh,
well,
no.
I think there's a couple of places that are not.
The ones we talked to.
There's a couple places that are not because, but one of the reasons why, there's a church. Hold on, wait a minute. My phone is inside. I'll go get it.
We need another meeting because the one we had this morning and the place we went to today, that's what they're doing.
No one's going to.
This one place, and I think it's in Burnsville, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the school.
Yeah,
the Red Cross is running that.
They are doing that.
Yes, they are.
Really?
Yes, we went there.
I don't know if that's the right one.
We were there.
Now, is that the place that's got all of those cots, 3 meals a day, laundry service?
Yes, they have to be out by.
Is that the one
Nils?
Nils?
Out by noon Friday. Noon Friday.
See, and everything that has been
about?
going
The
around
Blue Ridge
on
shelter.
I gotta look.
No, that's why we're so like.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. In it, because you know the seriousness
Yes,
of
and
it.
then like the lady, she's Child Protective Services, and she's on our team, and like she does search and rescue and all that. She said it was real. Like I didn't believe it. I need you to tell me 5 times this is real. And she's like, it's real. And then we went to the shelter, and she said it's real. Like I couldn't wrap my head around that being real.
Yeah. And
like I still can't wrap my head around it being real.
That's just the beginning. What they do. What they do with these children is.
And they're taking them to Asheville.
Oh no.
My grandmother.
Oh no.
No, that's why we were just like. I mean, not even my kids, but I'm crying for them.
This is really, really sad. It's actually sad, and it definitely does not do my heart any justice. My heart goes out to everybody that's going through this, because it's been confirmed that the Biden-Harris administration are taking hurricane victims' children away. This is in Green Mountain, North Carolina. It says Hurricane Helene victims having their kids taken away, even if they're living with their neighbors and parents. They're coming to take them. This is pissing me off, especially after I know since Trump has been elected, FEMA refuses to help Trump supporters, and then DDS swoops in and steals their children. Man, these Democrats don't make any sense to me. This administration cannot end quick enough. Like January can't come quick enough. You know what I mean? Because Democrats and FEMA, man, y'all are some sick people right now. And let's read a few comments. Wow, this is effed. Someone needs to look into this. This is absolute BS. They were in a natural disaster, and all of a sudden they're getting their kids taken away, which is deeply troubling to hear the children of Hurricane Helene victims are being taken away from their families and placed into care of authorities. That doesn't sit well with me right there, because they do nothing for them, at all. This government does nothing for us except send billions to Ukraine. While we in America desperately need help, or y'all funding, giving the money to all of these different migrant crisis situations. You see Mayor Adams tried to double any home. FEMA supervisor fired after telling hurricane relief team to skip homes with Trump signs. Yes, this is real.
This is a staggering story. FEMA officials, which should be helping everybody, directed hurricane relief workers in Florida to avoid certain homes that had Trump signs in their lawn. Okay, here's the report according to the Daily Wire. A FEMA supervisor told workers in a message to avoid homes advertising Trump as they canvassed Lake Placid, Florida to identify residents who could qualify for federal aid. Internal messages viewed by the Daily Wire reveal.
This makes me so happy that Elon Musk bought Twitter, because censorship is finna get catapulted to a whole nother level.
Supervisor Marnie Washington relayed this message both verbally and in group chat used by the relief team multiple government employees told the Daily Wire. So now hurricane relief also politicized.
Yeah, no question. And by the way, there was already outrage that so many FEMA funds had been raided to give to illegal immigrants. And so obviously people are saying we gotta take the politics out of something as essential as emergency relief. I mean, this is insane. And by the way, the FEMA spokesperson has a statement. FEMA helps all survivors regardless of their political preference or affiliation. And we are deeply disturbed by this employee's actions. While we believe this is an isolated incident, we've taken measures to remove the employee from their role and are investigating the matter to prevent this from happening ever again. The employee who issued this guidance had no authority and was given no direction from anyone to tell teams to avoid these homes. And we are reaching out to the people who have not been reached as a result of this incident. Will, I mean, I'm surprised that, you see lots of agencies getting politicized. This is one you really wouldn't expect.
Well, it's not just to me, it's my focus is less on FEMA and more, I would imagine this is the case in every government agency. And what it does is show the depth of the cancer inside of our government.
Yeah.
And that you have to root out politicization at the highest levels, for example, of the DOJ, but you have to also understand there's a bureaucracy under every one of these state departments where you have, foot soldiers who behave in the same manner as Merrick Garland.
Right.
And in order to really reform the bureaucracy, I actually think you are going to need like Elon Musk walking through the lobbies of Washington, D.C. with a sink in his hands. He's going to have to sit there with the Department of Government Efficiency and cut it down to the size you could drown it in a bathtub. Otherwise, this is where we are now.
That's the challenge. That to me is one of the most interesting things about how this will play out. So Elon Musk fired 90% of Twitter, turned it into X because he had to change the culture.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way with government. You wish it could. I remember what we did with the department.
You can though.
You can. You just have to do it on a certain process, and you got to be dedicated to doing it and demonstrating how to do it.
Well, the first thing you have to do is take out the unionization of federal employees so that they're fireable. Absolutely. And I also heard that, and by the way, Vivek.
That is a massive task. We did that at the VA when we were running out at just the VA, and they refused to use it inside the VA. Yeah. So the government bureaucracy then fights back and says, okay, we have this tool, but we're not going to use it. And they certainly don't. I mean, it's the fight worth having. That is the fight to have.
It is an important fight. And
I would be equally pessimistic just because based upon our history and the size of this thing. I think the only thing that gives me some inspiration, well, there's two things. One, the involvement of Elon Musk. I think that is incredibly big. And the second is to see some model of it in Argentina with Javier Milei. I mean, he has actually cut down government when it's hard to find an example on the world stage. There is actually one in Argentina.
Yeah. And they have seen, by the way, a decrease in their inflation rates, like at this astounding rate, just since he took office. So these things can be turned around. The other thing that Donald Trump said just this week, I believe, he said, we're going to move some of these agencies to other states. That's a really amazing way to make sure that it's not just these really liberal DC suburb kind of people that are populating the bureaucracy. Get it out, decentralize, make sure that these agencies are representative of the people. And I think that would help to get them depoliticized. It's an amazing idea.
I'll tell y'all what, accountability is on the way, and his name is Donald Trump. For real. Like I said, man, we cannot wait for this guy to get back in his office and to get all this stuff, squared away, because it should be some charges filed against these people, not just charges. I mean, how do I say this? Not just fired. There should be some consequences. Somebody said, did the FEMA employees that went to the media to raise concerns try and raise issues with FEMA first? If yes, others in FEMA management need to be disciplined. Best part of this is people who called it a hoax are now like it only happened once. I hate when people reduce serious situations to something like that. They all politicized. Imagine using politics to decide who gets aid. Seriously. And you're going to F around and find out. And that's exactly what happened right here. The FEMA supervisor who instructed the disaster relief officials to avoid homes advertising Trump has now been removed off duties, according to an official statement. Her name is Marnie. So, yeah, let's finish reading into this real quick. Let's click on it. It says her name, Marnie, reportedly conveyed the message both verbally and through Microsoft Teams chat to relief workers. Oh, wow, that sucks. Oh, nah, why would you do this? Let's read the message. Implement best practices. Not one goes anywhere alone. Avoid homes advertising Trump. Y'all people really are some sore losers. Y'all really are sore losers, and y'all are against everything that y'all say y'all represent. It is a free country, okay? I get it. We had to bicker and go back and forth before the election and all that, but like, yo, he won. Let it go. You will live. You'll be okay. Okay. Practice de-escalation and preventative measures. Communicate and follow the rules. Bring a towel with you tomorrow in the field. Frequent breaks and drinks water. Avoid high salt diets and caffeine. Man, yeah, you deserve to be fired. I mean, your job and your job duty should not be dictated on some sort of political stripe. But as I just said previously, I think that just relieving somebody of the duties in this scenario is the cop out. It's the easy thing to do. I feel like there should be some consequences here because you're politicizing work, and also you're also judging people, and also just you need to F around and find out. She felt safe enough to express those beliefs both verbally and in writing. I mean, the corruption goes higher than if she, the corruption go higher. She didn't even try not to hide it. She didn't even try to hide her intentions. FEMA acting outrage is a joke to me, considering how they've been treating these victims. The culture of government agencies perpetuates this type of environment, for sure.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi. Hey, FEMA. Hey, honeys, how are you? Not good. Y'all are about to start losing jobs. Thank God. Because I remember when Hurricane Ian was here, I was almost throwing hands with y'all. Because you do some fuck shit when you're out here trying to help people. In case you guys didn't know, FEMA was told, their agents were told, to not help people during the hurricane that had Trump flags. But this doesn't surprise me. This doesn't surprise me because this has been happening in hospitals. It's been happening all over the place. Okay. And you know what's funny to me? It's funny because when Ian happened and we raised almost $170,000 worth of products from all of you, we dropped off not only to Trump supporters, we dropped off to liberals in need as well. But see, liberals don't do that when it comes to the other side. That's how vile. That's how vile. But by all means, I gotta be nice. We have to be nice. Okay. I hope you all lose your jobs and your livelihoods for what you did. I really hope so. Okay? I hope that helps.
So guys, Kim has been volunteering up here all week in different spots, Bakersville, Burnsville, Spruce Pine, you name it. She's been here. We didn't want to put any of this on YouTube, but I've been traveling this week and the rest of the world doesn't know about what's going on in North Carolina. Can you tell a little bit about what's going on since you've been here?
Mm-hmm. So my name's Suzanne. We actually live a half a mile from here. We live there. That's our business. It got completely washed away by the flood. We evacuated to this school, which is where we've been living for the last 9 days. And we've been just volunteering with our fire department because this is kind of like our home turf, and this has turned into a supply center. Everyone keeps saying that FEMA's here, the National Guard is here. No one has been here. All these roads through here are cleared because local people cleared them. Local people that had tractors, excavators, anything, and then they called in their friends that had resources throughout the state. All the Swiftwater teams, none of that's been government. It's been other states sending their teams down, like New Hampshire and Delaware.
Florida.
It's all volunteers. It's all either little fire departments or, little first responder services like that. It's no government help. One day we had 6 National Guardsmen here for 4 hours. That was it. And they helped sort in here. That was all. It's all locals, local resources. It's all civilians.
And it's unreal.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how they managed to suppress that until after the election was over. Because this right here is unforgivable, man. It could have only been any one of us or our families. Seriously, it could have happened to any of us, man. My heart, man, just goes out. It's time to dismantle FEMA for sure, because this is beyond unacceptable. Somebody said the DC grift is alive and doing well. They're denying claims in North Carolina. You know what? Do we have Any update from this woman since the original date of this video?